them up. And can you believe it? 6th fastest on Saturday, and he turns the card around today, position number 1. Let's go down to Andy Raymond.
Dick, there's winners and there's grinners, and you're certainly a grinner at the moment.
Well, I'm a grinner, actually, but the thing is there's no points in drawing a prize, is it? Like, it's at the end of the 3 laps that you get the points.
At least you busted Team Peter Jackson's running drawing position number 1.
Well, at least I'm on the front row with him, so it'll be very interesting in the first couple of corners, I can tell you.
Glenn Seaton drawing position number 2. Now, that's unfamiliar.
Well, I'm glad to be up the front. Larry drew the card for me, so I'm glad. Thanks to Larry. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a lot better than starting off 6th, and I just try and get the points in this dash to get that little bit extra in the championship, and I'm really looking forward to it.
The lineup now for the Peter Jackson Dash. Dick Johnson, car number 17, off pole position. Glenn Seaton, fastest qualifier yesterday in the Peter Jackson Falcon, starts 2. Larry Perkins in the Castrol Commodore, number 11 out of 3, and Thomas Mazera, 15. The Telecom Mobile Net Commodore out of 4. Peter Brock, 0-5, 5th fastest yesterday, starts from 5 today. And John Bow, probably the disappointment of the day, 2nd fast qualifier yesterday in the Shell Falcon, and he has pulled position number 6. Cars are already on the racetrack, coming in prior to the start. Rolling start, 3 laps. The Peter Jackson Dash that carries 6 championship points. Glenn Seaton already has 3 championship points from yesterday through being Saturday's fastest qualifier. He would love to win here this morning and pick up 6. And that gives you a good feeling before you get to the twin 16 lappers. Pace car about ready to duck to the pits. Who will win the drag down to the Southern Loop? Off they go, and I'll tell you, it's Dickie Johnson. Johnson got away beautifully, and here's Seaton coming up behind him. Larry Perkins was quickly into stride, and there is Thomas Mazera coming up smartly into 3rd in the Telecom Mobile Net Commodore.
Well, Dick knew he had to get a good start there to hold off Glenn down into the turn 1, and he just did that. If anybody got just a modicum of a jump start, Dick did it. He really read it well and got away to a great start.
Well, the Falcon's been showing a great turn of speed here all weekend. Fastest Friday and Saturday, really a lot of horsepower, a lot of wing on, showing a lot of speed on these fast open sweepers. 4.4 kilometres around Phillip Island, and Holden Racing Team, Thomas Mazera, the only Holden being able to take the fight up to them at present.
Here they come to Honda Corner. Brakes locking. Peter Brock lost out of that one. Qualified 5th fastest and has gone to position number 6 now as they head down to Siberia. And Glenn Seaton perhaps waiting till the next time down the front straight, where he might be able to apply a little more horsepower.
Yes, he'll take advantage of the slipstream. He's not likely to do anything up here on this uphill climb towards Lukey Heights. Left-hander here. Quite a difficult part of the circuit where the cars tighten up for this never-ending left-hander and down into the dip.
Okay, Johnson goes the inside. Seaton probably a better line coming out of that turn. And he closes it up behind Johnson. Now, as Glenn Seaton's Peter Jackson Falcon a little more grunt in a straight line than Dick Johnson's Shell Falcon. We'll soon see as they come sweeping up to Shell turn. Listen to those V8s as they come onto the straight. Fabulous stuff. Now, has Seaton got enough muscle to be able to pull into Dick Johnson's draft and pass him? I don't think so.
No, he's not as close as he may like to be. This is still a very dicey right-hander at the end of the straight. 270 Ks, drop a gear down into 5th, through here flat in 5th. There's still 100, 200 plus.
Look at Seaton try and nail Johnson under brakes as they come out of the Southern Loop. Dick was saying in qualifying he still reckons he's about 20 horsepower down on Seaton's cars, but there's no lack of horsepower there coming onto the main straight. Seaton sitting in the draft, couldn't do anything about Dick Johnson's. We take Dunlop race cam. Dick hard at work in the flight deck of the Shell Falcon EB.
It's Glenn Seaton using that wider approach, tucks it coming out of the corner, sits right in the draft of Dick Johnson's Ford dealer's Shell Falcon.
He's learnt the first time, Mike, that he needed the whole straight to take advantage of the slipstreaming. So here he's making actually an aggressive move there, a bit foolhardy really. Should have stayed right on Dick's bumper bar until he got on the straight, and now maybe pull
2
out.
down, 1 to go. Did he pull out of the draft a little too early? Perhaps, as they come beneath the Dunlop Bridge and pounding downhill now to the right-hander. On the way to the Southern Loop. Dick Johnson, the Shell Falcon. Finished yesterday as 6th fastest qualifier. The turn of the card this morning took him from 6 to 1. Setting the pace at the moment. Can he get a little closer this time? He's almost going to be sitting on the bumper and have at least 20 more horsepower, and then it's doubtful whether he's got enough there to pull Johnson down the straight to the checkered flag.
Might be thinking about brakes here at the bottom of the dip, but then there's a danger of locking them up and flat spotting your race tires. Dick's got the tight line, as he should. He's protecting his lead. And Glenn can't quite do it. Let's just see whether he takes a different approach onto the main straight this time. He's certainly close.
Well, he pulled out early last time and tries to duck down the inside, but Johnson will cover that. Or will he? Up on the inside, the last corner coming up, and now the sprint to the checkered flag, and it is Glenn Seaton on the inside. Has Johnson got enough horsepower? They'll need a photo to finish it, and it is Johnson.
Door handle.
Johnson across the line just wins over Glenn Seaton, and Thomas Mazera getting up for third. Fabulous drive. That has brought the crowd alive at Phillip Island.
Dick, well, that's motor racing at its best.
It certainly is, and I think that's what you're going to see for the rest of the year, Andy.
You mentioned during the week you were 20 horsepower down on the Glen Seaton Falcon. Well, certainly didn't look like it there.
No, I think we turned the turbo boost up a bit, you know. It's one of those things. We've worked very hard. The boys have done a very good job over the last couple of weeks.